Hi guys, I am Red of Little Red Panda Comics. I am a webcomic artist currently working on my own comic titled ROCHAN, which you can now find on WEBTOONS. And I regularly stream other creative projects here as well. So if you're working from home or creating something of your own, feel free to join me so we can get some work done together and do a little co-arting. I'm kind of, I kind of jumped into this and I'm all over the place, so bear with me. But today's plan is to continue working on episode 1, part 3, which I need to really relabel them because this one currently says episode 2, part 1, but whatever, don't worry about that. I wanted to get this posted by Friday and I don't think that's gonna happen, but we'll see. Anyway, I'm highly caffeinated and I hope everyone's having a fantastic hump day. So let's see, what am I doing here? I think I got all my flats down. This one kind of wonky. Do I want to play around with this? Kinda. It's the master layer. That's the rough. Okay. We have these focus lines and they're kind of fun. They kind of like a burst. And if I color pick that, so we can make that invisible, create a new layer, and let's see if I can do that. So how do I do that? Can I do something like that? Oh, that's so tiny. I need something really dramatic, so okay, that's more like it. This is what I'm thinking here. I'm gonna fill this, make it black, but then I'm gonna go do this thing and no, that's weird. What if I make a lot? That's too much. That's too much, man. Alright, let's take that out. Also, it's like hot. I'm like, what is happening? Every morning I talk to my friend. I'm like, it's so cold and now it's hot, so. How about dense? Dense focus lines? Not quite it yet. How about dark focus lines and they're curved? Oh, I see. Okay. What else we got? We just got that. Speed lines. Oh, this is pretty cool. Oh, now I'm just playing around. That's interesting. This will make it easier when I kind of want to do something like this. Well, that's fun. Let's delete that. And let's delete that layer 1. And I don't think I'm gonna deal with this right now. Okay, what do I want to deal with? I think I want to apply, do not save. I'm gonna apply shade. So yes, we're gonna do some shady things today. Okay, this one is fully colored. This one needs more. So let's see what I have here. All the background colors are one color. It's like pink and yellow, and it interchanges between this bright blue and then this yellow color, which is a little much. Okay, let's just start with one panel at a time. Let's go here. And I'm gonna make a new layer called shade, and we'll do that. And that will keep me busy the entire stream. I decided to start earlier so I can actually. I learned about this 3-3-3 method where you do 3 hours of high priority work, 3 hours of secondary priority work, and then another 3 hours of like maintenance work. And I really like that. So I'm starting small and trying to do just focus on high priority work, which to me is ROCHAN. So, and that's what's up. And because this is an important scene, I'm gonna make that shading kind of dramatic. And I tend to alter it at the end anyway, so. Okay. In the grand scheme of things, color and lighting are things I definitely want to work on. I'm not much of a painter yet. I don't digitally paint very much. I could learn. And it would be useful overall. Alright, I want to do the backpack. Yep, too bright. I woke up at 5 something today and I'm just so full of energy, but I also slept. I slept properly. I didn't scroll all night. I recently learned about something called revenge bedtime procrastination. And when I first read that, I was scrolling through Instagram and I was like, that looks boring, so I didn't read it. And then I came across it again, and basically it was saying that when you're working so much throughout the day and you don't give yourself time to have fun, you end up scrolling all night looking for, a dopamine hit. And that's why even if you get to bed early, you end up staying up late anyway because you're trying to have fun. You're trying to take control of your fun time because you didn't allow yourself or didn't have time during the day. So now you're taking revenge, but then you just end up losing sleep, which is like every single night. So I didn't know I was doing that, but it makes perfect sense once I read that. So last night I actually allowed myself to have fun. I mean, honestly, I'm always having fun, but it's more like I'm being productive. I'm doing a lot of work. I don't allow myself to play games. I think about games a lot because I don't do them that much. I don't do them as much as I would like. think the way I talk about games, it makes it sound like I'm constantly playing games. But I do try to get some game time in. Nah, that's not a necessary shade. Okay. Where else? Where else? The pants. Shoes don't really need it. Her hair. Okay. The hair. And with the hair, I'm gonna use. Do I want to use darker pencil? Oh, and that's not even the right color. Let's take the color from up here. There we go. Okay, my darker pencil needs to go back to 5 points. There's this comic I read, I've mentioned several times, by a webtoon author. They call themselves Ladybox, and the comic is called Make Her Mine. And right now it's a love triangle, but there's a lot of comments about, like, why don't they just be poly so they could all win? And I'm like, I'm not sensing poly vibes from this, especially the title, Make Her Mine. I'm like, that's not usually how it goes. But a lot of comments are like, poly. I'm like, that's cool if that's what you want, but I don't think that's where this story is going. There is a comic called, I think it's called There's No Freaking Way I'll Be Your Lover, and that one is poly. So I'm like, that's cool. Good representation. Usually, like, if they show a second love interest, it's always going to be the first love interest that's introduced, usually. Like, the second one never gets the girl, but this one, the second one, is my favorite. And the first one is cool too. But I'm happy that it is actually going to be poly, because I'm like, yay. 'Cause as long as they're together, I'm happy. Looks like it's okay. Actually, let's do the highlight as well. Let's label this shade highlight. And I can grab this color Where is my light source? I'm gonna say, at least in this picture, the light source must be here somewhere. And that's vaguely where it's gonna be. ROCHAN's arm, and I can select both of those. Oop, I can fix that. It would help me if I pulled up my previous episode just so I can stay consistent. So bear with me. Okay. All right. I found it. Okay. That's so cute. Let me erase that. Okay, that's a little better. And let's select panel. Are the panels not connected? Actually, let's do that real quick. What do I have here? Okay, panels. Let's go up here. And let's see how it looks. Okay, so we can combine the panels and the master layer. Oh, what else is in here? Yeah, white canvas. We can let you out. No, I'll just leave it there. Cause, oh no, what? Oh, that's why. It's messing with me. Okay. Alright, so now, okay, we could hide that there. And what I want to do gradient for the back. Yeah, that's good. So I can select that. Yeah, we could put it below. Then I have to put the flats here. Oh, it's above the flats. Then that's fine. Okay. Don't mind me. How'd that? No. How about that? Nah. How about that? No. Oh. Tonal correction, brightness. I want a little brighter. Or is that too much? Okay, so now I'm gonna add, I'll label that gradient. Whoops, I left my caps on. Gradients. Gradients. And I'm gonna lock that. And now I'm gonna add highlights. So, actually I might not need to do that. So a brighter color. Actually, maybe I do need to do that. JK. That's too bright. A little lower. Still too bright. Yo! Yeah, girl. Thanks for the lurk. Yeah, he's doing well. Thank you. Yeah, we have his results should come tomorrow, and so far so good. And we have his thing scheduled, so we're Gucci. Thanks for asking. I'm glad to know your doggo is in good spirits as well. Yeah. Okay, this is a better color. Ooh. It's surprisingly warm. I am hot. Okay. Oh, good. They say a tired dog is a happy dog. Oh, and I don't remember if I told you, but he was obsessed with the oinkies. So He loves them. Yeah. It took him like, we timed it, 7 minutes to eat the whole thing. We've been trying to find a good chew thing for our doggo. And these oinkies, these like bacon beef strips, we ordered and he quite likes. He likes everything, but still, he likes it, and that's what matters. The whole thing, yeah. He don't play, you know. I mean, I didn't think it was that big. But I don't know how big you give your doggos. They're so dainty. Well, I have a T-Rex for a dog, so you know. Oh wow, nice. Yeah, no, he'll finish it in 3 minutes then if we cut him in half. Move to that one. Okay, this panel looks done-ish. Let's move on. I had to take a swig of O juice, OJ. Okay, so what am I gonna do? O juice. I was gonna say Mekon juice, but I don't know how you would have taken that. But I said it anyway, so here we go. But they do sell Mekon drink, since Mekon is orange. I just ate some yesterday. Do you grow Mikan in your, or is it just I am again? Or is a different type of orange that you grow in your backyard? Let's get a... I really like juice. I just watched a video of two besties at a restaurant, and the waitress asked if they wanted the dessert menu, and one of the besties was like, "Oh, you know, I have freshly squeezed carrot juice at home, so I don't need the dessert menu." And the friend was like, she was like, "Shut up. I need the dessert menu. He's a lunatic. I don't know what he's saying." It was hilarious. She's like, "Give me a brownie, please. Thank you for asking. Don't listen to him. It's a different kind. Navel oranges." I'll send you the video. I watched it like seven times. I love watching besties just having a grand old time. Giving each other ish in a friendly way. I think every story, everything for me is a lot about relationships. Not just the romantic kind, but just friendships, sister, brother, whatever. All of it is a bro, cis romance. And it's beautiful, and I love that stuff. Like, Jake and Finn, right? Or was it, yeah, it was Jake. They're like, they have a bromance, and I love their relationship. Where is my light source? I should figure that out. I guess around here, so I'll treat it as such. What did we watch? The Wild Robot. I don't know if you guys have watched that, but I loved it. It was so sweet, and watching that kind of movie makes me like question, can I be a parent? Because I'm like bawling over here, and she like raised a duck, you know? So, and eventually the ducks have to fly, and I'm like, but that's her child. Anyway, I know. I'm like, I don't know if I can handle it. But the thing is, I'm kind of neglectful, so I don't know if I should be if I should be a parent. Like, I can give my dog a good life. Can I give a child a good life? I don't know. Like, I can feed them and stuff. Oh, thank you. Thanks, Mikan. I'll be 70 thinking, should I be a parent? Because if my longevity genes follow through, I'm gonna be about 101. So 70 is still a good time still. Yeah. It's like that gives me 30 years to raise a kid. $70. Oops. Okay. Let's get this one. That's assuming by the time you can still keep up. Yeah, no, see, the thing is, I don't keep up now, so basically I'm not really gonna be a parent. I'm gonna be a grandparent in a younger person's body. But I mean, is that still better than, like, you know, I wouldn't wait till, yeah, I think by 70 I'll be like, I'll do something else. Real talk though, I think I want to be one around 50, and people have a lot of opinions about that, but that's how I feel. Because I'm 41 now, and I want this whole decade to be all about me and my career, so I don't want to focus on anything else other than obviously like my marriage and my dog. So I want to take care of that baby first and see how that grows, and hopefully by the time I'm 50, I'll feel like I have well established that part of my life. So we'll see. I just started this decade, so I'm still in the early stages of this decade, so we'll see how it pans out. Okay. He's always barking from the couch. I'm like, you are not threatening, sir. You are scaring nobody with your adorable screechy bark. Oop. Also, I think I had mentioned that I've mentioned this before, but like Tig Notaro and Rosie O'Donnell, who are comedians, they had their children around age 50, and they're super happy with that. So that was kind of like my role models for that. Yeah, I think Rosie O'Donnell adopted, and then Tig Notaro's wife gave birth to their twins. One of which is named Finn, and I'm like, I love that. I know it's a common name, but I kind of like it, and I might. How old is their wife? I think their wife might be more than 10 years age gap between them, so they're able to do that. And they're so cute. They work together. They produce movies together. It's awesome. I love them. Yeah. I'm all over the place. Okay. Let's choose a color, a brighter color. Power coupling, yeah. There's one skit, not skit, but Tignataro will be like, arrive home, and then one of the twins will run up, be like, she's here, she's here. And then they'll look at Tig and be like, oh. And then they'll yell back at their other twin, be like, it's just her. And it's just the other one. Harsh. But then like you see them on Instagram or TikTok and they're like going on camping trips and they're just like, they're playing ball and they're just having a good old time. So I'm sure there's some exaggeration there on the it's just her. It's that one. It makes me laugh. It is so easy for my desk to become a mess, so I feel that. It's basically like the kitchen. It is constantly a mess, it's clean, it's a mess, like constantly, the entire day. So I'm doing this new thing where I just deal with kitchen stuff right away. I don't wait, because it piles up so quickly and then it takes me an hour. And I'm like, but now I'm like, I'm spending so much time in the kitchen. No matter what, I'm spending a lot of time in the kitchen. So that's what's up. Nice. Your system. You have the system. Yeah, I think no matter what, I'm spending at least 1 hour in the kitchen, either spread out throughout the day or all at once. I've been finding more homes for office stuff. Oh, nice! I love that. Every sacred object deserves a home. All objects deserve a home. I agree. And it feels better when you treat your material things with that kind of respect. It feels good, and I think they like it too. I know you don't do tarot, but I treat it like almost sentient. But the tarot cards have their home, and we brought it to our friends this past weekend, and one of my friends was like, I got chills, did you bring something over? And I'm like, I actually brought the tarot deck. And she's like, oh, I'm down for a reading. So I'm like, that was cool. So I'm like, wow, she's so psychic. Yeah. And her reading was that she was basically dealing with her own stuff in a healthy way, and she's just gonna continue to do that, and she has to face the like dark stuff inside, you know, like childhood trauma and stuff, and she's like, dang it, I really wanted to avoid all those feelings. And I'm like, that's aren't most of us doing that? Avoiding our feelings. But I think it's a real testament when you are actively self-aware, because we know so many who are not on purpose, and they make life hard for not only themselves but everybody around them. So I appreciate self-awareness, and I try to practice it. Ooh, this is pretty much, I'll do white here. There you go. Maybe right here. Yeah, I have my coach session this coming Friday, and the homework was to bring insights into our last session, in which I told her that my inner child was scared of being humiliated, so I continue with that in my life. And so I talked about this with you, Mikan, but I was talking about it during the weekend when I was at our friend's house, and I said that my inner child I do not want to talk to my inner child, which is some very interesting insight. And I told her I told them a little more history behind it, and it was like basically when you're 9 years old and there are mean girls and stuff like that. And I didn't want to talk to my inner child. She's like, that's what a mean girl would say. It's like, I don't want to talk to you. I'm going to ignore you. And I'm like, wow. So that was another insight. So I was just kind of speaking as them also, as the people that were not so kind. It is great insight, because I didn't realize that. I'm like, oh, that makes sense. I didn't want to talk to me because they didn't want to talk to me. It is not being kind. You're right. But it's just so interesting, because I like to think I'm kind, but then having to talk to my inner child, I'm very not kind in that sense. And I'm like, that's fascinating. Definitely something to bring to the session this Friday. Give ROCHAN these like very serious eyes, so it's kind of fun to give him just big round Felix the cat eyes. That's right. And then you did a lot of teaching and instructing, and met some kids that reminded you of your younger self, and then there was that healing that happened when you were instructing them, or actually just talking to them. That's pretty powerful. the whole inner child thing, it sounds cheesy growing up hearing about that, and then now as an adult I'm like, oh, it's kind of a big deal. It's kind of part of you forever. And do you want to have an injured inner child or a healed inner child, you know? How can you be a friend to that inner child, right? And I had mentioned that I do meditate, and there's a meditation with when you step into your ideal self, which you can also call your higher self. And the higher self, I decided to delegate the thing. I'm like, how about I just have my higher self talk to my inner child, because I don't want to talk to my inner child. Yeah. I was like, how about you do it? Because you're really nice. And I'm not currently nice right now. And honestly, it was helping, because I'm like, okay, I think I can talk to her now. I think I actually can now. I can stop being a jerk. Fine, I'll talk to her. That's pretty much how it went. Gosh. That is great to hear. Thank you. Yeah. It's progress. Okay, this panel is looking done. Oh, you know what? I want to do just this part. You're being that awkward person. Ugh. I guess. Cool. This panel is good for now. And I can move down here. All right. So you're laughing. It is real. It's like, God, fine. Did I save? I did. Okay, so let's the background is a little too strong for me, but I guess I'll shade them first. What color do I want? I want this color. ROCHAN has like 3 types of, no wait, actually 1, 2, 3. Yeah, about 3, maybe 4 types of purple going on. So sometimes I don't always remember off the top of my head. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, why do I keep doing that? Okay. Alright, so where is my light source? Let's say it's over here somewhere. On the top here. Yeah, I was doing that and then I would change my mind. But yeah, no, that's a good idea. I was doing that for a while and then I forgot. That is true. And time is very valuable. I guess because I didn't have a definitive. Well, I kind of do for them right now. Rochan has his colors. She has her colors. And it was mostly the background that I would kind of change back and forth. So I can organize that later. That's right. I also believe in smooth brain work. Thank you. Definitely. Yeah, you know, I think I will. Yeah, because I think when I was first doing this, I was kind of figuring out their colors, but now that I figured it out, but it's also like, I would have to move the color palette all the time, so I got tired of doing that. Because unlike Illustrator, I don't think I can well, I don't know how to do it. Put a color palette on the side, outside of the canvas. So I would be like going back and forth, grabbing the canvas, like moving the canvas around anyway. But I'm sure there's a smoother way to do this that I haven't quite figured out yet. I also didn't like having an extra layer, but that's just me. But I'll figure it out. I'll make this smooth brain work. Okay, I didn't need to do that. There's a color mixing palette sub window. Alright, show me that later. Unless I can find it right now. Or I could look on help. Help. Yeah, I don't know. Thank you. Man, I am sweaty. What is the temperature right now? I don't know. It's okay. Geometry, book number 6 in the Murderbot series. I was able to listen to book number 5 on Spotify, but it only works if you have Spotify Premium or like a special membership so you can listen to the audiobooks for free. I think if you don't have that, you get like a limited number of hours for Spotify audiobooks. Yeah, I think if you're paying for Spotify Premium, Mikan, you could listen to all the Murderbot Diaries. I think. Don't quote me on that, but at least number 5 was there, which was, okay, I already forgot the title, but just look up Murderbot Diaries by Martha Wells. Yeah, sick. And they're not that long. They're like 3 minutes, 3 hours. Some longer than others. I think the latest one I listened to was 7 hours or 8 hours. But I am big fan. I love me some Murderbot. I remember one person asking if it was like scary, and I'm like, I guess the name, the title Murderbot might make it sound scary, but he's not. Does he murder? Yes, but like, anyway, I won't spoil it. I already said too much. Yes, pick it up. Tell me so we can talk about it. No pressure. I'm just talking. But that would be sick when you do. I'm excited. I think I'm a big character driven person, so because I really like the main character, I really like the series. But also it's a good series. The story is good, the characters are good, like whatever's happening it's all good. It's well written. Yeah. Oh. What am I doing? Okay. Alright, let me see if I can change this. Let's listen to Electric by Harris Heller. See if that has more energy. thinking when this coming weekend is over, I might take the Monday off because we are going to help our friends at a food festival, and we'll be there all weekend. So we'll be working all weekend. I'm sure it'll be fun, but we're going to need a little bit of rest, a little R&R after. But I do love working on Mondays. Mondays give me, it's because I'm doing things that I love. I'm excited for Mondays. Yeah, I used to do that. I used to protect my Sundays, but pretty spontaneous. But I do know that the people we usually, our homies that we usually hang out with, who we are helping at the festival, they won't be available for like 2 to 3 weeks after the festival, so we will have a chance to catch up on resting over the weekends the following few weeks. But I will miss them. I know one has to go to the East Coast, and I think the other is with her family right now. Anyway, I don't know. They told me stuff. I don't remember. But we have been meaning to do some spring cleaning, so I think that'll be a good opportunity. Okay, so what am I doing here? Let's add highlights to the green. The backpack. All right. Yeah. This is it. Hi, welcome. How's it going? How is arting? Tired but good. I'm good. I'm a little hot right now. It's been in the like 60s, which is cold, but now I'm like, it's feeling a little bit in the 80s. Oh, thank you. Appreciate it. Yeah, I used to want to just do black and white, but now I'm like, color. It's a whole new world with color. How was your weekend? Oh, let's do white actually. Oh, okay. Yeah. Get some one-on-one or two-on-two, two-on-one time with the kiddos. Yeah. How long is he out? Oops. Oh yeah, for sure. Oh, he'll be back Saturday. Okay, so a few more days. Well, good for him. I'm sure you'll be excited to have him back. Yeah. Any art? Or are you too busy for that right now because of the kiddos? Or they like to do art too, right? Sounds good. Oh, that's great. I love hearing that. All our inner child loves is art. All our inner children love art, is what I was trying to say. Do your kids like anime? I was gonna say anima. Yes. Pokemon and Ghibli. That's what's up. What is Ash? Like a level 1,000, 10,000? Pretty Cure in Korean. I forget what. Pretty Cure is a magical girl anime, isn't it? Nice. I've said this before, but I never watched the original Pokemon. I never really watched it, but obviously I know of it. It's just part of culture. But yeah. A billion Pretty Cure seasons. Oh, okay. Is it kind of like One Piece where they're still going strong 1,000 years later? What is it, like 30 years of One Piece? Different show. Oh, okay. I understand. What is it like? There's Dragon Ball Z, and then there's Dragon Ball. I don't know. I was gonna say a bunch of stuff. Anyway, yes, I understand the variations of this one show. I know. I don't know. A pet animal theme, kind of like Power Rangers. What are your kids watching these days, Hete? What do the kids watch these days? Because your kids are, I don't think they're older than 10, but when I was 9 or 10, I think I was watching like the Disney Channel and Nickelodeon. So I'm curious what kids today watch, since TV doesn't, I mean, TV still exists, so anyway. Mr. Beast? What is that? There's dinosaur Power Rangers? What? A wizard Power Rangers? That is hilarious. Craig of the Creek, Big City Greens. Are these... Okay. I think I've heard of Craig of the Creek. Maybe. I've never heard of Big City Greens. Is that like VeggieTales, but in the city? I'm just taking a wild guess. Cartoon Network and Disney Plus. Okay, gotcha. Yes, Disney Plus. That makes sense. Big City Greens is about farm kids who move into the city and their adventures. Okay. So it's the opposite of Hallmark, where they move from the big city back to the farm, fall in love and get married. Okay, Disney Plus makes sense. I'm like, what is the equivalent now? I too enjoy Disney Plus, and I'm really surprised what Disney owns. I'm like, huh, that's random. But I watch all of my Simpsons on Disney Plus. Yeah, they own a lot. It's kind of bizarre, but I'm not truly surprised. It's just there's some that I'm like, I never would have guessed. It's still weird to hear that. Do they own Futurama also? I know Futurama's also on Hulu, but I think it's also on Disney Plus now. But anyway, I don't remember. And I'm like, is Futurama really meant for kids? I mean, Simpsons also is not meant for kids, but there's probably worse these days. Family Guy for sure, not meant for kids. Even I find it, I used to love Family Guy, and then I rewatch it, I'm like, gosh, so crass. How dare. The Punisher, you're right. That's right. Good point, Nikon. It is weird every single time. I'm not complaining, but yes. It is one of my favorite shows. It pretty much raised me. My parents like fed me and sheltered me, but like Simpsons taught me culture. American culture. Which is probably bad? No, it's fine. I love The Simpsons. All the movie references, yes. So true. So many, I didn't realize how many references there were. I am cultured. Thank you. We are all cultured. I'm in danger. What? Ralph is my favorite. Oh, Ralph. Okay, yeah. I was like, Ralph from Simpsons. He's the alcoholic. No, that was Barney. Wait, I'm mixing them up now. Barney was the alcoholic. Who was Ralph again? Chief Wiggum's kid, Ralph. Oh, that kid. The I choose you kid. He was Lisa Simpson's Valentine, right? That's what I mostly remember. You choose me? I still need to get my spouse to watch that episode. Every time they watch an episode of that, they're like, I understand you more. Every time. Not, those aren't their words, but that's my interpretation. Yeah, Simpsons is also like One Piece, where they're still going. When I think of Simpsons, I think all the way up to season 8, and that's pretty much where I feel that it stopped. I have not watched beyond season 8, and it's just kind of weird that the baby, Maggie, is still a baby, and it's been going on for 30 years at this point. Okay, so I'm gonna gather that and go to gradients. And let's zoom out so I can do this proper. How do I want this? Nah. Darker. Alright, that's fine. It's about the same. Alright, last panel for column 1. I'm gonna take a quick potty break. BRBs. Okay, I am back. Thanks, Hete. I remember like sketching that real quick, and I just always liked it, so I'm glad you like it. Okay, so what am I doing? I made sushi rolls for the first time ever this past weekend, and we made 15 rolls. I want to say it was about 15. I'm like, oh my gosh, this is so much cheaper at home. But I think next time I make sushi rolls, I'm gonna pull out all the stops. I'm gonna make that sushi rice. So I think it will taste even better. Because they tasted fine, but I know it could have really, you know, gone up a notch with the sushi rice. Gradients. No, it was my first time making it, so I just used regular rice. But next time, for sure, we'll make the sushi rice. Yeah. And I'm excited to make futomaki and gimbap. I'm just excited. That's what's trending in my internal feed right now. So yeah. But yeah, usually when we go to sushi, we'll order like 3 rolls, and that's already $60, $70. I think we spent $40 on ingredients and supplies and made like 15 rolls, and I'm like, holy moly. Never again will I order. No, that's not true. I'm definitely gonna go to a sushi restaurant again, but just the possibilities. Eat like kings, heck yeah. I always think I can eat more than I can. It's like 3 rolls sounds like nothing, but I'm actually full after a roll and a half. And even when you get the salmon, the raw salmon at the Japanese grocery store, it looks so small. But then you take it home and you make sashimi out of it, and I'm like, I'm so full. It's crazy. Yeah, buffets, yeah. I understand. I'll still do it. I'll just starve myself all day. But if you're, you know, it's probably better not to like eat buffet style all the time. Yeah. And also, I mean, buffet style isn't always the best quality. When I hear sushi buffet, every time I've had it, it's not that great. It's like almost even worse than grocery store sushi. Yeah. Choose very carefully. Oops. But things I do like to get there was a place in San Mateo called Hokkaido Buffet, and they would have the honey walnut prawns or like coconut shrimp, and I love seafood, so that stuff, I would eat all that stuff. Yeah, it's so good. And then you get a little ticket for like a lobster. It's good stuff. They closed? Aw, rest in peace. Yeah, it's rough. I'm surprised. Or maybe they just couldn't, maybe the lease was too expensive. Who knows? Could be a variety of reasons. What I like now is a hot pot. Or there's also Sea Pot in the Bay Area. We would go to that. But I always felt like, or Little Sheep. I loved Little Sheep, but now we just make our own Little Sheep at home, and it's perfect. Yeah, Sea Pot is the stuff. Love me some Sea Pot. Like, I think I'm like salivating. Sorry, TMI. Sea Pot. I'm not even hungry, but that sounds so good. For once, I am not hungry. But will I still talk about food? Heck yeah. Shoot. So I mentioned earlier that I'll be helping my friend out at the Lunar New Year Festival to promote her food business. And since I'm helping her out, she told me that I could always sell stickers at her stand, which I think is super nice of her. She is making, it's like a mix of Indonesian, Laotian, Cambodian. It's a fusion, but specifically she is featuring sticky rice burgers, fried sticky rice burgers. One flavor is shrimp, broccoli, and the other is Spam. And then she's also selling scallion noodles and fried chicken wontons. Yeah, and she said I could sell stickers and stuff, and I'm like, so at some point I do plan to draw like my red panda avatar eating noodles, because who doesn't love noodles? But yeah, it's really good. She is really good. Her chicken is always all of her meat that she makes is always perfect. It's always soft and tender and juicy. I'm like, girl, you know what do. I grew up, my parents, they grew up in a third world country, so they had to deep fry their food to make sure there was no bacteria in it, to the point that the meat turns into jerky, and that's what I'm used to. So it's nice to get something tender and juicy and soft. So anyway, I was like rambling on and on about that right now. I got too excited. Yes, very well done. Very browned. Which honestly, I love a golden brown on meat if it's meant to be that way. Pork chop. Yeah, so I grew up with also well done meat, and so when me and my spouse started dating, I was like, meat's all the same, isn't it? I can't tell the difference between turkey and beef. And they were just appalled. And then they had my parents cooking, and they're like, I see. And then they brought me to a steakhouse, and I'm like, meat can be like this? It was like a whole new world. And it's to the point now where I'm like, I'm really picky about my meat now. like, I know this is Wagyu, but I actually prefer the Angus beef. Thank you. We love character growth. But I am a huge seafood fan. I will almost always choose seafood over anything else, unless it's K-barbecue, in which case, forget the chicken and forget the seafood. We need the pork and the beef. Oh wow. Yeah, I do like Wagyu, and it's higher quality. It's just that it's so fatty that I get full so quickly eating Wagyu. Make sure you cook that through. What? Why? Does she want Wagyu jerky? I don't understand. Nani? I mean, to each their own. I can understand if it's pork or chicken, in which case you don't want food poisoning. But even like the way meat is processed in Japan compared to America, I feel like it's cleaner. And obviously I haven't done enough research on that, but it seems to be the case. Yeah, no, and beef, as long as the outside is seared, it doesn't have to be cooked through, right? I like medium rare, so that's how I feel. Let's choose a different color. Oop. End of story. Yeah. So who is this person? Are they like a traveler? Are they famous or something? I never heard of them. Okay, I'm not gonna color this. Okay. And we'll do white. Oh, they're famous in the Philippines. I see. That's why I didn't know them. Well, it kind of makes sense. Yeah, I think of my parents who like their jerky because it's safer. You know, everything has been killed inside that dry piece of meat. All the bacteria is gone. There's nothing left. There's no soul. I'm just joking. That is also a weird thing to say to a chef, though. Which I think that's what you were getting at in the beginning. Ooh, yeah, you gotta do that. Okay, I think. Oh, let me do the backgrounds. So let's lock that. Grab that. Actually, one sec. Do that. Okay, now I can do the gradients. Let's zoom out. That's not bad. Okay. All right, I think this column is, oh well, one more thing. I missed a spot on his eye. It's lock, unlock. Okay. Cool, I can save. And next one, this one. Oh, you know what? I can make that color palette thingy. Let me do that real quick. Right, so this is her shaded color. Where are my shapes? No, that's not it. Ba, 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 ba. What's this? Oh, okay, here we are. Let's do fill. There you go. And where is her? Oh, it's just, is it white? Yeah, it's white. I don't need that. Okay. Her dark. It is rectangle. Right. These can be smaller, actually. Oh, what about her hair? The bright hair. Oh. I'm making these smaller. Okay, and then this one, that's the brighter color. And do I have a highlight color? I don't. Oh, and these are inconsistent. What? Hold on, I have to fix that. Here you go. Fixed. I don't have a color for that. Okay, so now ROCHAN's colors. Let's lock that and save that. This is his bright chest plate. Hold on. Oh, this is in my flats. We can leave it there. It's fine. Dark. No, it's his bright. And then his dark. That. Yeah, that's. And then he has a eyeshadow. He has eyeshadow. It's not eyeshadow, it's literally the shadow under his eyes. Okay, and then he has his regular color, which is this. And this is the shade. Oop. think there's white here too. And it's my color palette. Alright. Let's see if this helps me. I'm sure it will. Oh. I need to combine my panels and my master layer. So let's just double check that everything is in order. Okay. Looks good. And there you go. Lock. Flats. Do I need that? I can put the flats in here. Okay. And now, time to do some shade. No. Don't do it. Good boy. Don't do it. Come on now. I have to negotiate with my dog so he doesn't bark. You're doing good. Good boy. That's great. Okay. Back to business. Face is this color. Interesting. Why is it doing that? Oh, is it because my line is not closed? Oh, it is not closed. That's why. No, not really. It doesn't quite work. So I'll just stay inside the lines. Oh. gonna draw it. Yeah, thanks, Hete. I'll probably still be here. Well, but thanks for hanging out if I don't see you later today. Scritchy, scratchy reminds me of peanuts, like Snoopy peanuts. Okay. All right, and then lastly, her face. I guess. Okay, and then this one, I'm just gonna go too dark. Shade so I can move it. Okay. Oh, and this red panda has its own colors too. Okay. I guess I won't need their colors so much. I can move them down here then. But that was faster, so definitely worth the time to make it. Okay, so I have to gather the red panda's colors. Let me look up, what does the red panda look like? Let me open an older thing so I can get these colors correctly. All right, and this would be a good one. So this is the darker? Yeah. Okay. Oh. This doesn't need to be open anymore. bright. That. Okay, and then they're dark right here. You can put that here. That's gonna be white. What? There you go. And then we have this dark blue. What is that color? Okay. The dark. And the bright. Okay, and I think its tongue is a different color. I don't think I need that one. I think that's it. All right, closing this. And that was in Flat's copy. Let's just merge that. I think that was my shade. Yep. It's funny how the perception of time changes depending on what you're doing or intend to do. Usually by the end of the 2 hours, I'm ready to chill. Just until I go to gym, but it doesn't feel like it's been 2 hours yet, but it has been. So that's cool, because I already intended to be here for 3 hours, so it feels like the same amount of time that my usual stream takes. Okay. After gym, I definitely want to do some recovery. I always forget to on nights when I have gym. I'm pretty good about recovery after my morning workout, but not really for my evening workout. I like to stretch when I'm watching something. And we're on the final episode of Arrested Development, which is also leaving Netflix, so that will give us something to, that'll give me something to stretch to when we get home. I do a lot of this like joining not errands but habits. I learned it from the book Atomic Habits, which is a super famous book. And if you ever heard that guy talk about his book, like every single podcast and every single interview, he is literally rehearsing the book. Like he's just repeating what the book says. Yeah. What is his name? James Clear. He's very consistent about talking about his book. But I mean, honestly, it is kind of like a habits Bible in a way. One of the things that he said that really resonated with me most recently was that your habits are the direct trajectory, like whatever your habits are, that is the path. Your path is pretty clear depending on what your habits are. So whatever you're continuing doing, that you can foresee the result of that. And I'm like, I have a habit of overeating, and I'm like, well, I can foresee the results of that. So that hit me hard. I'm like, dang it. So trying to create good, healthy habits. I think overall I am fairly healthy. I feel healthy, I feel good. But yeah, eating is a thing. I do my food diary and stuff, so that actually really helps. But yeah, I think I mentioned him because I like to put together my positive habits with something fun. Like I used to hated folding clothes, but now I look forward to it. It took like over a decade. It took a decade, not over a decade, but yeah, habit bundling, that's the word, I think. Yeah, that sounds right. Yeah, because I listen to my audiobooks when I fold clothes, so it became fun for me. Or like stretching while I'm watching something. That's fun for me. Laundry and anime. Hehe. Yeah. That's what's up. Although I'm not at your level of folding, Mikan. I don't know if I'll ever get to that point of being like just pristine, just perfection. Yay! Hete's back. But I admire it. The origami of laundry. It took me so long to just like doing laundry or folding laundry. Okay. Couldn't you do it less perfect? Could you be less great at it? That sentence in itself is a compliment. I'll watch anime while I'm on my step machine, so that's always fun. Like, what have I watched lately? We missed this past Free Run Friday. So I guess latest has been Free Run and Dungeon Meshi. We like trading places. Oh, okay. Oh, before 5. I see, I see. Okay. I see what you meant. Yeah, Mikan sells these very cute stickers of Final Fantasy characters. I don't know who they are, but they look really good. I'll leave on the Aw, thanks, Mikan. Appreciate you. Yeah, they're Smiley Mikan on Etsy. Oops. Yeah, I think sometimes what would I sell? I think it would mostly be prints, or once I complete a book, it would be a book. Oh, okay. Let's change this album because I recognize this song. What's another album they got? There's one called Fantasy Arcade. Let's try that one. It's so chill. I'm feeling like I need something funkier. Okay, I'm just gonna play something. If not, I'll go back. All right. Oh, whoops. I need to wake up. Okay, now I can do... Maybe that was too much. I'll show it on stream, but I work on, it's called a Filipino guided journal. That it's a project, a passion project with my friend, and I've been posting a lot about it. And then she asked me to be a business partner with her for the journal, and I think my answer is going to be yes, but I just I'm a little scared because it's new and I don't know what I'm doing. But all my gut and instincts was like, obviously, yes, I'll do it. I was just like, it's gonna be a lot of work. I'm not afraid of hard work if it's for something that matters to me, and I just wanted to make sure this, I mean, my friendship matters to me, but like, she wasn't pressuring me or anything. I just want to make sure I am a good business partner and I don't let her down. I was like, do I see myself being passionate about this? Then I can be the business partner. See ya, Hete. Thanks for hanging out. But yeah, I don't think there's like a deadline or anything to, probably within a year or two, we get the journal out, so. But I think I'll meditate on it. So I freak out a little less. But it sounds exciting, and it sounds like something really worth doing. Especially for me, who's trying to figure out how to do this stuff. I think it would be an excellent experience for me. Okay. Let's do this part. Oh, why isn't it working? It's not selected. I'm doing pretty good. We're in 2 hours and 30 minutes. Too much highlights, so let's remove some of it. The tail's fine. I think it's just on the body. I want to delete. Oh, I made it smaller. And there you go. Okay, so now I need to find a picture of the ground, so I have to open up something. Okay, oh, I don't have the ground at all in here. Okay, open up an old one. The oldest one, episode 1, part 1. Okay. This has a good one of the grounds. Okay, so let me just grab this color. What are the bright colors? Let's close that whole thing. Oh, it's you. Okay, cool. Good to know. And then, oops, do I have I guess it's this color. My wonky little rectangles. Okay, I think that was it. Cool. Close that. Oh, let's change that back and I'll move on to that color. So Ladybox, my favorite comic right now, comic author right now. She posts every 4 days and that just makes me so obsessed with the comic. I'm like, wow, such genius, because I'm expecting the comic. And she posts twice a week, and sometimes a third surprise time. So they are very good with that, keeping me engaged. I'm always kind of bored on the nights that she's not posting, because I'm like, what am I gonna read? Although I also collect so many webtoons to read. It's crazy. Oh man, my voice cracked. And then what was the lighter color? That's right here. We could do this. Could do that. My friend wanted me to watch the America's Next Top Model documentary, and I learned so much about how terrible it was. Some of it was pretty traumatic, actually. I was pretty disturbed. I only watched one season of that show as a high schooler, and that one, the lady Eve, it seems like she turned out happy and good, so I'm really glad to hear that. It sounds like she was one of the more uncommon stories. of the building was something. Oh man. Alright. That's another one I have to find. I think it was the same color as them, but let me again pull it up. Open, which one? Let's do the very first one. I'm gonna shake it off a little. Okay, here's a good one. This is the color of the building. Oh, is it this one? Yeah, let's close that. And I'm gonna gather the building colors, which it is you. And I can do that. Cool. That's the dark one. Oh, snap. What happened? What did I do? How'd that happen? Let's go here. That's a highlight. Where are you? Yeah, that's the shaded color. Okay. I have that one, and this is the middle color, right? Those colors are so similar. Are they exactly the same color? They look really similar. Whatever. I'm not gonna worry about it. It's literally this line right here. Oh my god. Alright, let's close you. Do not save. Okay, I think this was the general color. And, let's capture. What is it called? Select. Let's select. And this is actually a flat color, so I'm gonna unlock my flats layer and do this. Cool. And let's lock that again, minimize, and here we go. I see I made some mistakes here, so I'm just gonna erase those real quick. Clean those up. And save that. Okay. Alright, and I want to color this rock think I can keep this flat in the background. What color should I do Rochan? Rochan's got his colors right here. So let's lock this, go to basics and unlock flats. And what's this whole underside? Okay, whoops. Whoa there. This is why I select. Oh my god, what is happening? Oh, because it is flats. What am I doing? I need water. Okay. Chest plate up. And it goes all the way down here. Oops. I keep doing that. Okay, that's good enough. Oops. Okay. I think let's do a quick gradient for the. Where are my gradients? Is this a new one? Yeah, this is only the second panel. Yeah. Gradient. Select the sky and go to that layer, and yeah, that's good. That's actually fine. Ugh, I forgot. How about that? I forgot to select that spot right there. Okay. That's good. That's good and subtle. Not too crazy. Alright, so that's good. Let's go. Here we go. And actually, I can lock this. Is this in my. Yeah, okay. we going now? Yeah, we need to put you down here. Will you fit here? No, you're gonna go up here then. Okay. I really need a back scratcher. I'll find whatever I can. A long pen, a utensil, the wall. I'm like, I should just get a back scratcher. And to tease me, my spouse will be like, yeah, I'll scratch your back. And then they take forever. And I'm like, why are you doing this? Okay, so what are we doing now? Let's capture her face. Can I put the gradient away? I guess I do need it. It's fine, there's only 3. I think I can only handle 4 layers at the most. 4 active layers at the most. That's how small my tolerance is. And I'm like, there are artists who have hella layers. And maybe they've been doing it more consistently a lot longer, so there's that. Okay, so I want my light source to come from here. Yeah, let's do that. But there's going to be kind of shadows between them. So that works. like Stranger Things, which I will one day finish, possibly, maybe. Last I left off was that song Running Up That Hill. That's when I last watched Stranger Things. Okay. This looks like the arm color. I think. Yeah. Grab his face. Okay. Oh, we've reached the 3 hours, but I'm just gonna finish up his face and we can call it. Maybe just this dot. And then what the shaded color for here. There you go. I'll just cover those. It's fine. And then a little bit back here. No, too much. A little bit back here. That's a little too harsh. Better about closing my lines so I can make this easier for myself. Anything else? A little bit here. I'm pretty close to finishing this panel, so I might just do it. Just do it. Do I have the eye color? It's so minor. I need to just make all of his colors consistent so I don't have to be confused. Alright, I'm done. I am tired. Sometimes it's good to just hard stop. Alright, so cool. I got the first column done and half of the second column done. So, okay, hold on. Let's save this. Cool, yeah, I got this done. This is halfway done, and then I will be back. Oh, hey, Nikon, you're right on time. I'm about to head out. I was just looking at my progress. Yeah! Perfect timing, and you got back really quick, actually. So that errand is done, so we celebrate the wins. Finishing our errands, finishing some columns, some panels. So I think I've got 30-40% of the coloring done so far. But yeah, I'm just looking over what I had done. So I'm halfway done with column 2. I'll be back tomorrow at 2 p.m. same time today, and I'll continue coloring the rest of the panels, and hopefully I can post this. I'm not gonna shoot for this Friday, but next week. I think I can post it next week if I continue on this trajectory. But yeah, anyway, thanks for hanging out always, Mikon, and anyone else who stopped by. Hete was here earlier, so that it was fun hanging out with you guys and talking about seafood buffet and like Wizard Power Rangers. Anyway, I'm gonna wrap up. I'll be back tomorrow. I hope you guys have a great rest of your evening, and I'll see you tomorrow. Good night.